Should school lunches be free? Now, school lunches nowadays, at least in my part of the world, are usually not free. Maybe that's one of the reasons because I go to private schools. But for public schools, lots of them are either pay for the lunches or bring their own. However, some families cannot afford to bring their own. In fact, they can't even afford to even find a time to make their own. Other families go ahead and don't need to pay for it. Others go ahead and need to pay for it because, well, they're in poverty and they cannot really afford it at all. As a result, here is the debate of school lunches. Should it be free? Let's start off with the pros team, as always. Now, the pros team, their first point is that a free lunch might be the only lunch that they will be eating that entire day. Sometimes free lunches are the only lunches that people really eat, mainly because, number one, that is the only one that they can really get. Number two, well, they don't really have time to make other lunches as well, too. Now, the first point of the cons team is that the U.S. government's debt is too high to be paying for all these lunches. And if they are too high for paying for all these lunches, well, then they shouldn't pay for these lunches at all. Its debt is too high, so the U.S. government certainly cannot afford to gain more debt. In fact, currently the debt of the USA is $1 trillion. Probably even larger. Now, the second point from the pros team is that free lunches help fight food insecurity. What is food insecurity, you ask? Well, food insecurity is where you go ahead and you're all like, hey, I don't have any food. I cannot eat as much food as I want, at least the amount of food that I need every day, consistently. Otherwise, that leads to malnutrition, etc. Now, the second point from the cons team is that these people who will be going ahead and paying for all these free lunches, they will be paying for them with taxpayer money. And no one wants their taxes increased. And taxpayers really do not want to pay for lunches for people who can actually afford it. Would you want to pay for lunches for someone who can really afford it? Well, as a taxpayer, no. Or at least, probably not, unless you're a really generous donator. No. The third point is that free lunches will provide nutritious meals that help students perform better in their schools, in their subjects, in their tests, etc. And in the end, of course, there's not much else we can really talk about this. Free lunches provide all those nutritious benefits. Now, I'm just gonna say the third point. I still don't remember if I said it again or not. But I have heard that males really need to hear things 2 times, and I definitely need to hear things 2 times. As a result, we're saying this probably again. If I didn't, well, correct me in the comments below. Free lunches will provide the nutritious meals that will help students perform better in their schools, in their tests, in their homework assignments, everything too. They will just go ahead and help them in doing better, having better performances. And I have experienced it firsthand. You know that one week I ate a bunch of instant noodles, and McDonald's, and then of course I didn't have a really good stomach. I had an upset stomach, and I didn't really get a good score on the test. Next time, though, I went ahead and I ate a medium amount of instant noodles, and I still got an upset stomach, but I got a higher grade. And then one time I just ate a traditional food, which was pretty healthy, and then, well, compared to what I was eating, it was more healthy, and I got A+, A+, A+. The third point of the cons team is that free food lunch programs will go ahead and result in wasted food, mainly because all those people are going ahead and wasting all the fruits and vegetables, because kids do not want to eat fruits and vegetables, if you haven't noticed. Always eat your veggies, kids! Now, for the fourth point of the pros team is that these universal free lunch programs help students who feel singled out for needing free lunches, because, well, who wants to be different from their peers? Their peers will judge them for being so different, and there is not much else that we can really go ahead and talk about too. Universal free lunch programs will help all these students who feel singled out not to feel singled out at all. And now for the fourth point, here it is. Universal free lunch programs can waste money, because now you are paying for students who are not part of the program too, or do not need to be in the program. Not everyone needs a free lunch. And that's about it. What is your opinion of school lunches being free? I mean, I've been eating school lunches for free before, and nowadays, though, I cannot eat them for free, because the school makes really good lunches, but they cost so much that we cannot go for them for free. But it is worth the extra money. The cafeteria food in my school, way better than any other cafeteria food I've ever eaten. In the end, though, well, if you want high quality lunches, then it shouldn't be free. But if you just want the regular old school food, well, then it should definitely be free. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope to see you guys soon. Until next time, Johanna, peace. Bye bye.